Hello engineers and welcome back to my channel. I am Yash and in this video we will learn how to build this amazing quiz application using React, custom CSS and JavaScript. Let me walk you through what we'll be building today. On top I have question number which definitely shows current question. So if I click here you can see it becomes question 2. Then we have actual question and bunch of options, right? Of course it's Jeff Bezos. So okay, that's that, and pretty simple. You can have as many questions as you want and as many options as you want. It can be two, like yes, no, three options, five options, whatever you like. Okay, let me quickly finish this, and wow, I scored 1 out of 5. So this is the scoreboard and you can reset the game, and let's try again. So it's 5, Elon Musk, USA, Berlin, and Amazon. 5 out of 5, right? Like cool. So let's get started. I have my terminal right here and I'm currently in the directory where I want to be. So if you're not there, just go where you need to be, do cd and stuff. Okay, what I'll do is I'll create app. So I'll do npx create react app, and this is going to be react quiz app, and hit enter and it will start doing its magic. Okay, so it's happy hacking. And you know what we need to do. So I'll just clear this ls and just go inside your React quiz app, and I'll just say code period, and it will open up our VS Code. And I'll just put it right here and put the output right here. And don't mind this. This is my previous project and we will run this one as well. Quickly, let's delete app.test.js. We don't need that. And another thing what we will do is inside app.js, let's remove all this stuff, header part, and let me also close this. So we are inside app.js. This is where you can look if this is like closed. You can look here, right? And we also don't need logo. Just backspace. What's wrong? I'll just command K right here, and here let's just say h1 hello world and save it. And let's just go ahead and run the app. So I'll go back to my terminal and just say npm start, and hopefully it should work just fine. And this is because of my already currently running React project. For you it should be just yes, it should just work. You can see like it's 3001 for me. For you it will be 3000. Irrelevant. Okay, so it worked just fine. Okay, so let me quickly go ahead and grab all the questions, and right here copy, and I'll just paste it right here. You guys can get this questions array from my GitHub project, so link will be in the description below. As you can see, this is an array of objects, right? We have question, of course it's question, and we have answers array. So it has all this bunch of text, and there is one with correct answer, right? That's how our app knows how to calculate the result. So I'll just hide this because it's irrelevant. You can get, once again, you can get it from the description, right? Like from GitHub. Let's quickly go ahead and remove this. We don't need that. And what we'll do is we will create a components folder. So what I'll do here is just say add components right there, and quickly create a new file. This is going to be scoreview.jsx. I like to throw in .x, so .jsx. So you can do that too. We actually don't want folder. It's going to be a new file, which is going to be quiz view. So quizview.jsx once again. And score view right here. What we'll do is rafce, and this will do this, and let's do the same thing in quiz view rafce, and that looks good. So the way I like to do things is definitely like for this project, but so what we'll do is go ahead and put all the HTML. Then I'll throw in CSS with all the static stuff, and maybe eventually we can add JavaScript and make things happen, right? So it's here. Let's go back to app.js file, And damn, what happened? I think, okay, I think we are good now. Supposed to close this, and here I'll just say score. And as soon as I start typing and I hit enter, it will automatically import right here. Okay, I think it's probably built in, but yeah, it should work for you. If it doesn't, just go ahead and put throw import statement right here. Okay, next thing we'll do is this is going to be quiz view. Now, once again, this right now we will just keep it right here so that we can work on both the views, but eventually there will be a state which will tell, right, like once quiz is over and all that stuff. So for now, this looks fine. Now let's go to our score view, and it's actually, guys, this app is really fairly simple, right? Like should be finished really fast. So you scored, not scored, you scored, let's say 1 out of 5 maybe. Yeah, that's fine. And save it, and it should just auto format, and we will also have a button, and button is just going to say reset. And as I do all this, you can see it right here, right? It's happening. So you don't see any borders and stuff, but this is the score view. And that's that, guys. That's it for our score view. And as I said earlier, we will eventually have CSS and stuff and make it look good, right? Like it will eventually look something like this. But for now, just so that we can see stuff, we will keep it like this. Next, we will work on the quiz view. So quiz view will have a bunch of stuff. This is going to be, let's just remove this first. And we will have this. So it's kind of React fragment, right? Like I think that's what you call it. And next is going to be question. Now this is a cool little trick, right? Like if you just say period question, it will create a div with class name question. Awesome, right? Awesome, amazing. Let's do that same thing again. And this is going to be question number. Makes sense, right? Question number. Now question number will have a span inside, and this is just going to be the thing. So question 1 out of 5 or something like that, right? So if I hit save, we can see it's question 1 of 5, right? So that's that. And after this, so after this div, we will have another div which is going to be question text, and right there, and just right now we can say what comes after B. Yeah, what comes after B, right? That's our first question. And after that, so probably right here, just a second. So after this question, what we'll do is, so it's a sibling, right? Like, so it's inside this, sibling to this. Make sure you don't put it inside question. And this is going to be answer, right? And this one will have like bunch of buttons. Don't worry about this. Like right now, we will keep it like this. Eventually, it will be all dynamic and stuff, right? So let's do A and just copy bunch of times. And this is going to be C, and this is going to be F. Okay, and we can see all this stuff. So this is the core structure of our app, and I think as far as I see it, pretty good, right? We are done with the HTML part. Next, we will work on CSS. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll open up my index.css file. And the way you do this is like bring this thing up is Command P, right? So Command P for Mac and probably Control P for Windows. Just figure it out. But for Mac, it's Command P. And I'll just say index.css and open it up right here. Let's keep what we have, like all the defaults. And right now, I can say my CSS right here. And once again, to quickly comment is command, I think it's backslash. It's just right there, okay? Below, next to the shift key, right shift key, okay? That slash. Okay, so here we will have display flex. And next is justify content. This is going to be center, align items, center as well. And this is going to be min height of 100 VH, and save it. And awesome, right? Like it just dropped here. Cool. So we are done with the index.css part. Now let's go to app.css. And what you want to do is, let's remove all this and we will start over. So this is going to be .app. This will have background color of hash C2571A. And guys, like I don't have this number in my head. Like I have notes next to me, so just referring. Yeah, I'm not superhuman. And color is going to be white. And display flex justify content is going to be space evenly, and save it. Ooh, looks good. Probably not, but don't worry. Just you know what we can do is let's go to app.js and quickly like let's comment this out. We don't want this code view right now. Okay, so I'll go back to app.css and continue doing what I was doing. And this is going to be 575 pixels. Height is going to be min content. Padding is going to be 30px and 20px. I think it's x and y. So let's make this 50 and we will know. Yeah, so it's y and x actually. So this x axis, right? Yeah, whatever. Box shadow is going to be 10px. And guys, like the reason I'm not putting my face in this video is because like my Gorilla Pod is broken or something. So I have just ordered a new one. I'll probably get it. Let's do 0px light coral, and once I get it, I'll start showing my face, right? Border radius is going to be 10 pixels, mate. Okay, mate, let's do it. Button right here. And so these are our buttons, right? Like ACF. Don't mind the styling, right? We will fix it. So it will once again eventually look something like this. Okay, let's go back. And button is going to be, of course, cursor pointer. Background color is white. Color is going to be this guy here, so C2571A. Border is going to be none, and we will have padding of 5 pixels, and let's do border radius of 7 pixels, and font size is going to be 18 pixels. Save it, and nice, it looks good. And font weight is going to be bold. Save, and width is going to be 100%, right? And save it, and this is how it looks. Once again, we will fix it. And so next what we need to do is so we are done with index CSS and app.css, and probably let's just check how our code view looks. And what if, okay, let's just hide this. Okay, so you can see, right, code view looks pretty decent, right? Like I think we just need to bump the font size up, but once again we will do that. Let's do this. Let's do this quickly and create 2 files. So inside components, what I'll do is, so we will have scoreview.css, and let's do the same thing here. And this is going to be quizview, so quizview.css. And don't forget, so inside scoreview, what you want to do is import, and you want to import scoreview.css, okay? And do the same thing. So go to quizview.jsx and just say import quizview. So this is going to be quizview.css, and just so what we can do is we can quickly test them right here. So we will go to quizview.css and let's just add some style, right? So what we will do is, first it's going to be question number, and this is going to be font weight is going to be bolder. And if I save it, okay, it just worked, right? So our imports are working, and this is going to be 14 pixels. What's wrong with this part? Should be probably. Okay, so we have a flex here. Let's go to quiz view. So this is part of question, and so okay, you know what, we will get back to it. And this is going to be question.text, and this will have font size of 28 pixels, font weight of lighter, and margin bottom of 25 pixels. Save it. Looks pretty good. And man, this is really annoying. So what happened? So let's go back to app.css, and what I'm trying to do is why this display flex, and how would this? So what if we do flex direction? This is going to be column. That's how it works. Why it was not working before? Okay, but that's that. And how about our scoreboard, right? Like scoreboard looks pretty good. Should be centered. Okay, don't worry about that. We will get back to it and fix it. So let's go back to our scoreview.css. Quizview.css, and let's also add answer, and this is going to be display flex direction column, and justify content is going to be space between. Save, and we will have row gap of 15 pixels, and we will have width of 70%. Okay, looks good. Right here. Okay, let's go back to app.css and justify content, space evenly, align items center. Okay, awesome. I think pretty good. I think this looks messed up, right? So the way we can fix that is how about if we have a longer question? So I'll go back to app.js, and let's just go to quiz view probably. How does this look? Okay, score view looks completely fine. So quiz view looks weird. We got to fix that right here. And so what's wrong here? Probably go to quizview.css, and we have dot question. Probably should have dot question here, and it should be so let's go to quizview.jsx dot question right here. Okay, let's do dot question, and this is going to be align items center. Column right here. Okay, looks good, right? So what we can do is let's just test if we have a bigger question. Does it work? Copy and just paste it. Okay, looks just fine, right? How about big question in this guy? Okay, yeah, pretty good. Looks similar. Awesome. Actually, what we can do is you can also text align this. So question text can be question text right here. Text align center, and this will look like this. I think this looks much better, right? Okay, awesome, right? So right now this looks pretty decent, and we have all the CSS for our quiz view right here. And let's quickly add CSS for our score view. So sorry guys, like it took a while, right? Because I think my notes are messed up somehow. Anyways, so we are back on track, and what I'll do is I'll open up my score view CSS notes right here. And this one, let's first go to app.js and open this guy up and save it. Go back here and this will have div. Pretty simple. Display is going to be flex. Save. Flex direction is going to be column. Font size is going to be 28 pixels. Hey, looks good. And font weight is going to be lighter, and align items is going to be center. Awesome. Look at that, guys. Looks so good, right? So we are actually done with our all the CSS part. So let's quickly check our quiz view. Quiz view looks amazing. What happened to this? Question text was supposed to be bold. Damn. So go back to quizview.css, and this does say it's bolder. So bolder, save and refresh. Why it's not bolder? Lighter. Okay. Wow, it was bolder. How about we make it, let's do 16 pixels, I think. Okay. Looks nice. How about we make this 900? This is what I want. Okay, you can play around with however you like it. Okay. So next thing we need to do is let's make it dynamic, right? So the way this will become dynamic is, first of all, we need to pass in our question, right? So this is going to be question, let's say questions, and this is going to be questions. Okay, we just passed it right here. And if you're wondering where will this come from, once again, this is what I copied initially in the video. You can get this from my GitHub. Okay, go to quiz view. So we have question. I'll do destructuring, right? And we will just say questions right here. And this is going to be, so pretty simple. This is going to be question. Okay, this for this we will require state, but this guy over here. So if I do 4 right now, you can see 4, but now let's make it dynamic. This guy we can play with. So length, and save it, and it became 5 again, right? Okay, that's fine. Now let's fix the question. And this guy here is going to be questions dot, I think it's question. Okay, I need to go back to app.js and look at what, so we have, yeah, it is question. So for this to work, we actually need state, right? You know what we can do is just save it, go back, and let's, so questions is actually an array. So let's just say it's the first one. Okay, so we can see it right here. Total number of oceans, right? Awesome. So next, so we got the question. The only thing we need to do is answers, right? So here what we will do is questions, once again 0. Instead of question, what we want is answers. So answers dot map. And here this will have this. We will use destructuring. What we want is text is correct, and this will be this. Put it right here, and let's just move this here, and we don't need this too. So first, let's give it a key. Key is going to be text, and once again, this guy over here is going to be text. Save it. Awesome, it works. And we will use is correct later on when we come to fix it, right? Okay, awesome. So looks good. So we need to do 2 things first. We need state to figure out like what question it is, right? So you can change the question here. So if I select both this zeros and put 1 here, the question changes. So for that, we need a state. And another thing we need to do is we need to make these buttons work, right? So let's quickly go back. I'll make it 0. So I'll go back to app.js and let's just say const. So for that, of course, we will use useState hook. This is going to be current question and set current question. And this is going to be useState. Once again, it will auto import right here. And this is going to be 0, right? Like that's where you start. Once again, we need to pass it right here. So this is going to be current question, and close this, go back to our quiz view. And after questions, what I'll do is current question, not questions, and replace all the zeros with current question, right? Save it. And something went wrong. Go back here. Did we save this? Okay, something's wrong here. Current question right here. Okay, awesome. So next thing, of course, this is 0 question and 1. Okay, awesome. Go back to quiz view. Once again, we can have question here, question number. So this here is going to be current question. And if you save it, it's going to show 0. But what you want is you want it to start from 1. So just do +1 and you are golden, my friend. Okay, now all looks good. So if we go back and change this guy over here to 1, everything changes, right? Along with question number and all that stuff. Now let's go ahead and make these buttons work. The way you do that is, so once again, our states are right here. So we need the function to be right here as well. And we are going to call it const. So const handle answer click, right? Handle answer click. And this, for now, let's just do this CLG. Hello. Let's just do this alert. I am pressed. Okay, awesome. And do the same thing. We will pass it here, handle answer click, and handle answer click, save it, and it should auto format. And I'll just copy this. Lazy for typing. No, I've been practicing this video and I'm just a little tired today. But don't worry, we will be done with this very fast. And this we will have on click. And this guy over here will be handle answer click, save it. And now if you click, it should say I'm pressed, right? Awesome. But we need to pass in is the clicked button correct, right? That's how you will know. So go back to app.js and here we will just say is correct. And after I'm pressed, we can actually just print is correct for our convenience. And here, the way you pass arguments or parameter, I think it's parameter, is let's just say is correct right here because that's true. And now if I save it and click Jeff Bezos, it's going to say I'm pressed. Did I save my app.js? I did save. Okay, is correct. We are passing is correct right here. Let's refresh the app. Jeff Bezos. Probably alert. What we can do is, so let's just alert that. Okay, it says it's undefined. So handle answer click, go back here. Oh, okay, because it's the wrong answer. If I click on the right answer, it's going to say true. So awesome, right? I hope you understand. So what happened here is I was actually expecting it to be false. But here, if you see our answers array, all the text here, so if they are wrong answer, they don't have is correct. So that's why we are getting undefined, right? But if you click the correct answer, in this case, it's Elon Musk. If you click, you see true. And if you click this, you see undefined, okay? Awesome. So I'll just close this, go back to my quiz view, and so it's working fine. Okay, so now let's go back to our function and we will do all the stuff here. So first thing, so we will do const next. So this is just going to be our next question, current question +1, right? And we will just say set current question is next. Save it, go back, refresh, and why it starts from 1 because it's here, make it 0, refresh, and if I click here, it keeps going, right? Think about it. But So what will happen now? If I click here, like we will run out of questions, right? And if you click, there is some array, right? I think probably you can see it right here. We can see it in our console. No, right here, I think here. Yep, we have a bunch of errors, okay? So I'll close it, go back to our code, and we will fix it. Pretty simple, guys. The only thing you need to do here is we just need to check. So if next question, so next is less than questions dot length, then you want to set current question, right? And now if you do this, nothing happens after last question, right? So after this, what you need to do is, after the quiz is over, you want to show your scorecard. So let's introduce one more state, right? So it's going to be is quiz over, and set is quiz over, and this guy is going to be use state is going to be false, okay? So because initially it will be false, and here we will make this guy dynamic. So if is quiz over, you want to show score view, otherwise you want to show all this stuff, quiz view, right? So I'll just cut it, go ahead and paste it right here, and remove this. We don't want that anymore. And now if you save, and still nothing will happen. So what you want to do is, so after if, you will just say else set is quiz over to true. Awesome, right? Super simple. Now if I go ahead and finish the game, and you will get the score view, right? Awesome. Next, let's so you know what we can do is we can actually make this button work, right? Let's make this reset button work, right? So let's do this once again. So you know, right? You need to pass in the button here because we will be working with the states, the function, right? So this is going to be handle reset button click. Okay, let's just be consistent. So this, but I think it should be reset button click, and this will really simple stuff. So what we'll do is we will set current question to 0, and next thing what you want to do is set is quiz over to false. Okay, this is what will happen, and just pass in this guy here to handle reset click, and this is going to be handle reset click, and close this. Once again, copy this, command click here, and it will take you to score view. Once again, we will use destructuring, and on click of reset, just say handle reset click, save it, and now if I click here, it will reset the quiz. Super cool, right? So we are done with all the stuff. Only thing we need to do now is calculate the score, right? Once again, pretty simple. Let's go to app.js, and of course, you guessed it right, we need to introduce another state, right? So this is going to be score, and let's just say use state is, let's start with 0. So here, so our score is 0 right now. The way you do, so after button click, this function is run, right? This is where you want to check. So it's super simple. So check score, and what you will do is, if is correct, so if the answer is correct, what you want to do is set score, and this is super simple, score plus 1. Awesome. Okay, so I think it won't work because our score is static, right? I think it's still static. The way you make this work is pass in score here with score view. So I'll just say score equal to score, and save it, and go to score view, and we already have it here. Let's just do it here. So score, and this guy here is 0. If I save it, it becomes 0, and let's do this. Okay, it shows 1. I don't know why it should not. So we're okay, default is 0. Okay, let's try it out. So I'll try all the incorrect answers, right? So 7, Jeff Bezos, India, Paris, and Bosawa. Okay, it's 0. Let's reset. And so number of oceans in the world are 5. Who is CEO of Tesla? It's Elon Musk. Statue of Liberty located USA. Capital of Germany is Berlin. And largest tropical rainforest is Amazon. Awesome. So our quiz app is working amazing. And so I really loved making this video. We nailed it, right? Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. Project file will be in the description below. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section below. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for future videos. Thank you. Until next time.